There is a quiet frustration that lives inside millions of people. It whispers late at night when the day finally ends and the noise fades away. It shows up when you glance at the clock and feel a sudden jolt of panic. It appears in moments when you realize another week, another month, or even another year has slipped by faster than you ever imagined. You feel busy, you feel exhausted, and yet you don't feel fulfilled. Modern life has created a strange paradox. We have more tools, more apps, more automation, and more convenience than any generation in history. We can send messages instantly, work from anywhere, and access endless information with a single tap, and still, we feel like we never have enough time. Days feel rushed, weeks blur together, our calendars are full, yet our hearts often feel empty. You wake up with good intentions. You promise yourself this will be the day you finally catch up, the day you get organized, the day you start moving toward the life you truly want. But then reality happens. Emails pile up. Messages demand replies. Unexpected tasks appear. Responsibilities grow heavier. Distractions grow louder. By the time evening arrives, your energy is gone. Your motivation is drained, and the dreams you once promised yourself get pushed to tomorrow again. And tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month quietly becomes next year. One day you pause and ask yourself a question that feels both simple and terrifying. Where did all the time go? This audiobook was created for that moment, because the truth is powerful, uncomfortable, and incredibly freeing. Your life is not made of years. Your life is made of time. Every dream you've ever had requires time. Every relationship you cherish needs time. Every goal you want to achieve demands time. Time is the currency of life, and yet most people never learn how to manage it. Schools teach math, science, and history. Workplaces teach skills and systems, but very few places teach the one skill that determines the quality of everything else: how to master your time. Without time mastery, even the most talented person feels overwhelmed. Without time mastery, even the hardest worker feels stuck. Without time mastery, even the most ambitious dream slowly fades away. But here is the empowering truth. Feeling overwhelmed is not a personal failure. Feeling busy is not a sign of weakness. Feeling behind does not mean you are incapable. It simply means no one ever showed you how to take control of the clock. And that is exactly what this audiobook is here to do. Over the next chapters, you will begin to see time differently. You will understand why busyness is not productivity. You will discover the hidden habits stealing hours from your life. You will learn how to prioritize what truly matters. You will build systems that make life simpler instead of more chaotic. Most importantly, you will begin to realize something extraordinary. You don't need more time. You need a new relationship with time. Imagine waking up with clarity instead of chaos. Imagine ending your day feeling satisfied instead of drained. Imagine having space to work, rest, grow, and enjoy life without constant guilt or pressure. Imagine feeling in control, because when you control your time, you begin to control your life. This audiobook is not about becoming a productivity machine. It is not about squeezing more work into every minute. It is not about living a life ruled by schedules and alarms. It is about freedom. Freedom from constant overwhelm. Freedom from endless procrastination. Freedom from the feeling that life is slipping away too quickly. Time mastery is life mastery. And the journey begins right now. Take a deep breath, slow down, and allow this moment to be the turning point where you stop chasing time and start leading it. Your future is not waiting somewhere far away. It is being built hour by hour, day by day, choice by choice. Let's begin. Welcome to Limitless Listening, the place where powerful ideas meet meaningful growth. On this channel, we bring life-changing lessons from motivational and personal development audiobooks directly to you in a way that fits into your daily life. Whether you're commuting, relaxing, exercising, or preparing for the day ahead, this is your space to learn, reflect, and grow. Here, we believe that small shifts in thinking can create massive changes in life. Every audiobook you hear is designed to inspire clarity, confidence, and action. So take a moment to get comfortable. Remove distractions. Allow yourself to fully experience the journey ahead, because the time you invest in learning today can shape the life you live tomorrow. Let's begin growing together. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Being Busy. There is a strange badge of honor many people wear without questioning it. They wear exhaustion like proof of importance. They speak proudly about how little sleep they got. They rush through meals, answer messages while walking, check emails during conversations, and fill every hour of the day with movement. If you ask how they are doing, they often give the same answer. Busy. Busy has become the modern applause line. It sounds responsible. It sounds ambitious. It sounds successful. But beneath that word hides one of the greatest illusions of our time. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Many people spend years running at full speed, only to discover they have gone nowhere that matters. Their calendars were full, but their lives felt empty. Their days were packed, but their dreams remained untouched. Their energy was consumed, yet their progress was invisible. This chapter is about breaking that illusion, because if you do not learn the difference between activity and achievement, you may wake up one day tired, frustrated, and confused, wondering how you worked so hard while moving so little. The trap of constant motion. Imagine a man on a treadmill. He is sweating, breathing hard. His heart is racing. From a distance, it looks like intense progress. But if you step back and look carefully, you notice something important. He has not moved forward an inch. This is how many people live. They respond to every notification immediately. They attend meetings that produce no decisions. They organize files they do not need. They scroll for research. They make endless to-do lists but avoid the one task that would actually change their life. They are in motion. But motion without direction is disguised stagnation. The world rewards visible activity. People praise the one who looks occupied, but life rewards results, not appearances. You must understand this early. Movement can comfort you while secretly keeping you trapped. Why we mistake busy for productive. There are reasons people fall into this trap. First, busyness feels safer than meaningful work. Meaningful work often requires risk. It demands focus. It forces you to confront uncertainty. Writing the first page of your book is harder than rearranging your desk. Launching a business is scarier than researching logos for 6 months. Having a difficult conversation is harder than pretending everything is fine. So the mind chooses easier tasks that create the feeling of progress without the discomfort of real progress. Second, busyness gives instant satisfaction. Checking 10 small tasks feels good. You can cross things off. You feel accomplished. But some of the most valuable tasks in life do not provide instant reward. Learning a skill, building trust, improving health, saving money, mastering discipline. These take time. Third, society often celebrates busyness. People admire packed schedules and non-stop hustle, but they rarely see burnout, anxiety, emptiness, or misalignment hiding underneath. Never confuse public admiration with private fulfillment. The cost of looking productive. The danger of false productivity is not just wasted time, it is wasted life. Every hour spent on meaningless urgency steals from something important. It steals from your growth. It steals from your peace. It steals from your relationships. It steals from your dreams. It steals from the work that matters most. Many people are too busy handling minor things to build major things. They answer every small demand while neglecting their future. Think about that. A person can spend 5 years being busy and still remain financially stuck, emotionally drained, physically unhealthy, creatively frustrated, and spiritually disconnected. Why? Because effort alone is not enough. Effort must be aimed. The difference between activity and progress. Imagine two people. The first wakes up and immediately dives into messages, errands, calls, updates, and random tasks. They never stop moving. By evening, they feel exhausted. The second wakes up and identifies one high-value mission. Before distractions begin, they spend focused time advancing something meaningful. Building a skill, creating a project, improving health, solving a real problem, deepening an important relationship. They may appear less busy, but they are more productive. At the end of a year, the second person's life often looks completely different. Because progress is rarely built through scattered energy. It is built through concentrated effort. The first person gave energy to everything. The second gave energy to what mattered. And that changes everything. The addiction to urgency. Some people become addicted to urgency. They feel uncomfortable in stillness. If nothing demands attention, they create drama, overcommit, or chase distractions. They confuse stress with significance. But urgency is not always importance. A ringing phone is urgent. Your long-term health is important. A new message is urgent. Your life vision is important. A random request is urgent. Your purpose is important. If you spend your life serving urgency, importance will starve. This is why some people stay reactive for decades. They become experts at handling emergencies while remaining beginners at building dreams. How real productivity feels. Real productivity often feels different than people expect. It is quieter. It may not look impressive from the outside. There may be no dramatic rush, no constant noise, no frantic movement. Real productivity is often one person sitting with focus, writing, learning, planning, practicing, building, reflecting, improving. It is less glamorous than hustle culture sells, but it works. A calm, focused hour can create more value than 10 frantic hours of scattered attention. Never underestimate the power of depth in a shallow world. Ask better questions. Many people ask at the end of the day, "Was I busy?" That is the wrong question. Ask instead, what moved my life forward today? What created value? What strengthened my future? What mattered most? What should I stop doing? These questions cut through illusion, because productivity is not about how much you did. It is about how much of what you did actually mattered. The power of essential priorities. There is usually one task in your day that matters more than the rest. One call, one decision, one workout, one chapter written, one proposal sent, one honest conversation, 1 hour of skill building, one disciplined action repeated daily. But many people bury that task beneath dozens of smaller ones. They handle crumbs while ignoring the meal. Successful people are not always doing more. Often they are doing less, but doing the right less. That is wisdom. How to escape the busyness trap. If you want to reclaim your life, start here. 1. Define what matters most. Without clarity, everything feels equally urgent. Know your priorities in this season of life. Is it health, income growth, family healing, skill development, business building, emotional stability? When you know what matters, you can judge tasks properly. Protect deep work time. Reserve time each day for meaningful progress. No notifications, no multitasking, no random checking. Just focused effort on valuable work. Even 1 hour daily can transform your future. 3. Measure outcomes, not effort. Do not praise yourself only for trying hard. Ask what was completed, improved, created, solved, or advanced. Results tell truth. 4. Learn to say no. Every yes costs something. When you say yes to distractions, you say no to your mission. Protect your time like it is wealth, because it is more valuable than wealth. 5. Schedule reflection. Once a week, step back. Where did your time go? What created results? What drained energy? What should change? Reflection prevents repetition of waste. A story of two lives. Consider two friends over 10 years. The first is constantly busy, always rushing, always overloaded, always talking about how much they have going on. The second is intentional, calm, selective, focused. 10 years later, the first has stories of stress. The second has assets, growth, health, wisdom, and momentum. Why? Because busyness consumed one life, focus built the other. You do not need more hours than anyone else. You need better use of the hours you already have. The courage to slow down. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is slow down enough to think. Many people fear slowing down because silence reveals truth. It shows what they have been avoiding. It forces them to ask whether their daily actions match their real goals. But clarity lives in stillness. If you never pause, you may stay trapped in patterns that look active but lead nowhere. Slow down, think deeply, choose wisely, then move with purpose. That is power. Your new standard. From this day forward, stop bragging about being busy. Busy is not the goal. Impact is the goal. Growth is the goal. Peace is the goal. Freedom is the goal. Meaningful progress is the goal. Do not fill your calendar just to feel important. Fill your life with what matters. Some days your greatest achievement may be one important task completed with excellence. That is enough. Some seasons may require intense work. Others may require rest, learning, healing, or strategic planning. That is also productive. Productivity is not constant motion. It is intentional movement toward a worthy destination. Final truth. One day, your life will not be measured by how rushed you were, how many emails you answered, or how many tasks you juggled. It will be measured by what you built, who you became, who you loved, what value you created, what dreams you had the courage to pursue. So do not confuse noise with progress. Do not confuse movement with meaning. Do not confuse busyness with success. Step off the treadmill. Choose direction over distraction. Choose purpose over pressure. Choose focus over frenzy. Choose progress over performance. Because a full schedule can still hide an empty life. But a focused life, even with fewer tasks, can become extraordinary. Chapter 2. Time is your most valuable asset. There is one resource every human being receives equally at the start of each day. Not money, not talent, not influence, not connections. Time. Every morning, the rich receive it. The poor receive it. The confident receive it. The lost receive it. The disciplined receive it. The distracted receive it. 24 hours. No one gets more. No one gets less. And yet, when you look at people's lives years later, the results are dramatically different. Some build freedom. Some build regret. Some build strength. Some build excuses. Some build businesses, families, wisdom, and peace. Others build stress, chaos, and wasted potential. Why? Because life is not only shaped by what you have, it is shaped by what you do with what you have. And time is the most valuable asset you will ever own. Money lost can be earned again. Health lost can sometimes be restored. Relationships damaged can sometimes be repaired. Skills forgotten can be relearned. But time spent is gone forever. That hour you wasted last year cannot be recovered. That day you delayed your dream is gone. That season you lived unconsciously has already passed. Time is not just valuable because it is limited. It is valuable because it becomes everything else. Your future income comes from time invested wisely. Your confidence comes from time spent growing. Your health comes from time spent training and recovering. Your relationships come from time given with presence. Your legacy comes from years used with intention. Time, when directed well, transforms into every meaningful result. The invisible currency. Most people treat money carefully and time carelessly. They will compare prices for 30 minutes to save a few dollars, then waste 3 hours scrolling through meaningless content. They will panic over a small bill, then casually spend entire weekends doing nothing that nourishes their mind, body, or future. Why? Because money is visible. You can count it, track it, hold it. Time feels invisible. It slips away quietly. No alarm sounds when an hour disappears. No receipt arrives when a day is wasted. No one knocks on your door to warn you that another month has been traded for distraction. That is what makes time dangerous to ignore. It leaves silently, and many people only realize its value after they have lost years. Every day is a deposit. Imagine that each morning, life deposits 24 gold coins into your account. You must spend all of them before midnight. You cannot save them. You cannot transfer them. You cannot borrow tomorrow's coins early. At the end of the day, whatever you did not use wisely disappears. That is how time works. Each hour is a coin. You can invest it. You can waste it. You can trade it for growth. You can trade it for comfort. You can trade it for purpose. You can trade it for distraction, but you will spend it no matter what. Even indecision spends time. Even procrastination spends time. Even fear spends time. The question is never whether you are spending your hours. The question is what you are buying with them. The high cost of delay. Many people live as if there will always be more time. I'll start next month. I'll focus after things calm down. I'll get healthy later. I'll build that dream someday. I'll say sorry one day. I'll learn when I have time. But later is one of the most expensive words in the world. Later often becomes never. Years pass faster than people imagine. A person blinks and high school is over. Another blink and college is over. Another blink and a decade is gone. The tragedy is not aging. The tragedy is reaching later with unfinished potential. You do not need to panic about time, but you must respect it. Hours become identity. People think identity changes through dramatic moments. Sometimes it does, but more often, identity is built through repeated hours. 1 hour reading daily becomes wisdom. 1 hour training daily becomes strength. 1 hour practicing daily becomes mastery. 1 hour building daily becomes income. 1 hour connecting daily becomes deeper relationships. 1 hour reflecting daily becomes clarity. Likewise, 1 hour wasting daily becomes stagnation. 1 hour complaining daily becomes bitterness. 1 hour avoiding daily becomes fear. 1 hour numbing daily becomes emptiness. Your life is not shaped only by giant decisions. It is shaped by ordinary hours repeated consistently. That means even today matters more than you think. Why people undervalue time. There are 3 common reasons people misuse time. 1. They assume plenty remains. Youth often creates the illusion of endless years, but none of us know how much time remains. The wise do not obsess over this truth, they honor it. 2. They chase immediate pleasure. Growth rewards later. Distraction rewards now. The mind often chooses what feels good instantly, unless trained otherwise. 3. They live reactively. Many people do not choose their days, they simply respond to messages, moods, requests, and circumstances. A reactive life can consume decades. If you do not design your time, someone else will use it. The mathematics of small time. People underestimate small pockets of time. 1 hour a day seems minor, but 1 hour daily becomes 365 hours in a year, more than 9 full-time work weeks, enough time to learn a skill, build a side business, read dozens of books, transform fitness, or create something meaningful. 2 focused hours daily can change an entire future. But because progress appears slow at first, many quit. Never underestimate compound time. Small consistent effort beats rare dramatic effort. Time and relationships. Your schedule reveals your values. People say family matters, yet give them leftovers. People say friendship matters, yet never call. People say love matters, yet remain mentally absent while physically present. Relationships are built through invested time, not just quantity but quality. A focused conversation can heal distance. An evening of presence can strengthen a bond. Consistent attention can save what neglect would destroy. If something matters to you, it must appear in how you spend your hours. Time and dreams. Dreams do not die only from failure. Many die from neglect. A person says they want to write a book but never writes. They want freedom but never learn money skills. They want confidence but never face discomfort. They want a new life but keep giving all their time to the old one. Dreams require scheduled time. If your dream only exists in thought, it remains fantasy. When you give it hours, it becomes reality. The wealthy mindset about time. Truly successful people often guard time more fiercely than money. Why? Because money can be multiplied through time, but time cannot be multiplied through money. You can hire help, automate systems, delegate tasks, and increase efficiency, but you still cannot create a 25th hour. This is why wise people ask, is this worth my time? Does this align with my priorities? What is the hidden cost of saying yes? What future does this hour support? These questions protect destiny. How to reclaim your time. If you feel life slipping too fast, begin here. 1. Audit your current reality. For 1 week, notice where your hours go. How much to screens? How much to growth? How much to stress? How much to avoidance? How much to meaningful living? Awareness creates change. 2. Prioritize before the day begins. Do not wake up and negotiate with chaos. Know your key priorities before the world starts pulling at you. 3. Use prime hours for prime work. Your best energy should go to your best priorities, not leftovers after distraction. Protect your strongest hours. 4. Create non-negotiable time blocks. Schedule exercise. Schedule learning. Schedule creation. Schedule family. Schedule rest. What gets scheduled gets respected. 5. Remove silent thieves. Limit pointless scrolling, gossip, unnecessary meetings, repeated indecision, and habits that numb rather than nourish. These thieves rarely look dangerous, but they steal years. A story of 2 futures. Imagine 2 people, both starting today. The first says, I'll begin when life settles. The second says, I'll use 1 focused hour today. 1 year later, the first has excuses. The second has progress. 5 years later, the first feels behind. The second has momentum. 10 years later, the first wonders where time went. The second knows exactly where it went, into the life they built. The gap was not luck. It was daily time choices. The power of now. Many people wait for motivation, perfect timing, or ideal conditions. But time does not pause while you prepare emotionally. The best moment to begin is rarely dramatic. It is often ordinary. This afternoon, tonight, this next hour, this next decision. Life changes in humble moments used wisely. Final truth. One day, you will realize that your life was made of days, your days were made of hours, and your hours were made of choices. That is not bad news. That is empowering news. Because it means change does not require magic. It requires stewardship. Respect the hour in front of you. Use today with intention. Use this week with courage. Use this year with discipline. Use your seasons with wisdom. Do not hand your greatest asset to distraction. Do not trade years for temporary comfort. Do not spend your life accidentally. Time is your most valuable asset because it becomes the story of who you are. So guard it, direct it, honor it, invest it, and watch how ordinary hours create an extraordinary life. Chapter 3: The Hidden Time Thieves. Most people do not lose their lives in dramatic ways. They do not wake up one morning and decide to throw away their future. They do not announce that they plan to waste their potential. They do not intentionally trade dreams for regret. Life is usually lost more quietly than that. It disappears in small, unnoticed moments. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, an hour delayed, a distracted afternoon, a habit repeated daily, a pattern excused weekly, a season drifted through unconsciously. Then one day, a person looks up and wonders where the years went. This chapter is about the hidden time thieves, the habits, distractions, and behaviors that silently steal your most valuable asset without asking permission. These thieves rarely look dangerous. They often appear harmless, comfortable, normal, socially accepted, even entertaining. But make no mistake, what steals minutes repeatedly can steal decades eventually. If you want a powerful life, you must learn to recognize what quietly drains it. The danger of invisible loss. When someone steals money, you notice. When someone damages your property, you notice. But when time is stolen, it often happens invisibly. That is why it is so dangerous. A wasted hour feels small, but one wasted hour daily becomes hundreds of hours yearly. Years of distraction become a weaker future, unfinished goals, declining confidence, and the pain of knowing you could have done more. The greatest danger is not one terrible decision. It is many tolerated small ones. Life is often changed by what you repeatedly allow. Time thief 1: Mindless scrolling. A person picks up their phone for just a minute. Then 30 minutes disappear. Then an hour. Then energy. Then focus. Then motivation. Mindless scrolling is one of the most common thieves in modern life because it feels effortless. It offers stimulation without responsibility. It gives novelty without progress. It keeps the mind occupied while the soul remains unsatisfied. There is nothing wrong with rest or entertainment in healthy amounts. The danger begins when consumption replaces creation. When you spend more time watching others' lives than building your own life, time is being stolen. Ask yourself honestly, how many dreams could be advanced with the time lost to endless scrolling? Time thief 2: Constant notifications. Every alert seems small, a vibration, a sound, a banner on the screen. But each interruption has a hidden cost. When focus breaks, momentum breaks. The mind must restart. Energy scatters, deep thought disappears. Many people live in a state of continuous interruption and wonder why they feel mentally tired while achieving little. You cannot build something meaningful with fractured attention. Notifications train reactivity. Greatness requires intentionality. Sometimes the most productive sound in the world is silence. Time thief 3: Saying yes to everything. Many people lose time because they cannot say no. They say yes to invitations they do not want. Yes to requests they resent. Yes to tasks that are not theirs. Yes to obligations that do not align with their priorities. Every yes costs time. Every unnecessary commitment steals from something meaningful. When you say yes to everyone, you often say no to yourself. No to health. No to growth. No to peace. No to your dream. No to recovery. No to focus. Boundaries are not selfish. They are protective wisdom. Time thief 4. Indecision. Some people do not realize how much life is wasted by hesitation. They overthink simple choices, delay obvious actions, research endlessly, wait for certainty, keep revisiting decisions already made. Indecision feels safe because nothing changes. But nothing changing is often the most expensive outcome. A person spends months deciding whether to start the business, apply for the opportunity, begin the fitness journey, or leave the draining situation. Meanwhile, time keeps moving. Not every decision must be perfect. Many simply need to be made. Action often creates clarity faster than endless thought. Time thief 5. Gossip and meaningless conversation. Conversation can heal, inspire, educate, and connect, but not all conversation is valuable. Some conversations are empty loops of complaint, criticism, rumors, and negativity. They consume hours while feeding nothing useful. Afterward, people often feel drained, not strengthened. Words shape environments. If you constantly participate in low-value talk, you are not only losing time, you are lowering your mindset. Choose conversations that build minds, not just pass hours. Time thief 6. Disorganization. Chaos steals time daily. Losing keys, searching for files, forgetting deadlines, missing appointments, starting tasks late, repeating mistakes because nothing is tracked. Disorganization seems minor until added together. 10 lost minutes here, 15 there. Repeated stress, constant scrambling. Soon, entire weeks are leaking through preventable disorder. Order creates speed. Systems create freedom. A simple calendar, clean workspace, written priorities, and basic planning can recover surprising amounts of life. Time thief 7. Procrastination disguised as preparation. Many people say they are preparing. Sometimes they are avoiding. They design logos before starting businesses, buy notebooks before writing goals, watch tutorials without practicing, read motivation without taking action. Preparation has value, but endless preparation can become elegant procrastination. The truth is simple. At some point, readiness is not the missing ingredient. Courage is. Time thief 8. Emotional recovery from avoidable drama. Drama is expensive, conflict repeated unnecessarily, toxic relationships tolerated too long, emotional chaos invited through poor boundaries. These consume massive mental and time resources. Some people lose not only hours dealing with drama, but days recovering from it. Protect your peace. Not every argument deserves response. Not every invitation deserves acceptance. Not every person deserves access. The calmer your environment, the more energy remains for growth. Time thief 9. Multitasking. Many people pride themselves on multitasking, but doing many things badly is not efficiency. Switching constantly between tasks reduces quality, slows completion, and increases mistakes. It creates the illusion of productivity while weakening actual output. Focused attention is powerful. One task completed well often beats 5 tasks started poorly. Success is not built by divided presence. It is built by concentrated energy. Time thief 10. Living without priorities. If you do not know what matters most, everything competes equally. Messages feel urgent. Minor tasks feel important. Random opportunities feel necessary. Without priorities, your day becomes a battlefield where distractions win. Clarity is defense. When you know your top goals, you can recognize what does not deserve time. Why we allow the thieves in. These thieves survive because they often provide comfort. Scrolling numbs discomfort. Busyness hides fear. People-pleasing avoids rejection. Indecision delays responsibility. Drama creates stimulation. Distraction postpones discipline. The issue is deeper than time management. It is often emotional management. Until you understand what discomfort you are escaping, you may keep welcoming habits that rob you. How to catch the thieves. 1. Track 1 week honestly. Write down where your time goes. Not where you hope it goes, where it actually goes. Truth creates awakening. 2. Notice energy after activities. Ask, does this activity leave me stronger or emptier? Many thieves reveal themselves through exhaustion without progress. 3. Identify repeat patterns. The danger is rarely one bad day. It is repeated leakage. What steals time every week? 4. Ask the hard question. What am I avoiding through distraction? Growth often begins there. How to defend your time. Build friction against bad habits. Put the phone in another room. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Remove apps that consume attention. Create barriers between impulse and action. Build ease for good habits. Keep books visible. Prepare workout clothes. Schedule deep work sessions. Use reminders for priorities. Make growth easier than distraction. Use the power of replacement. Do not only remove thieves, replace them. Scroll less, read more. Complain less, create more. React less, plan more. Watch less, practice more. Worry less, act more. Protect morning momentum. How you start often shapes how you continue. If the first hour belongs to your phone, your day may belong to reaction. If the first hour belongs to purpose, your day begins with power. A story of two people. Two people each have 10 free hours weekly. The first loses them to scrolling, gossip, delay, random errands, and mindless entertainment. The second invests them in fitness, learning, planning, side income, and meaningful relationships. After 1 year, the difference is visible. After 5 years, it is dramatic. After 10 years, it looks like two different destinies. But the gap did not come from luck. It came from hidden thieves versus protected hours. The truth about small choices. Many people wait for a giant breakthrough, but life usually changes through small, repeated choices. Choosing focus today. Choosing discipline tonight. Choosing boundaries this week. Choosing intention this month. Small leaks sink ships. Small corrections save them. Final truth. You do not need more time than other people. You need fewer thieves. Your future is not only built by what you start. It is protected by what you stop. Stop donating hours to habits that weaken you. Stop feeding distractions that empty you. Stop tolerating patterns that delay you. Stop giving premium time to low-value things. Guard your mornings. Guard your focus. Guard your peace. Guard your attention. Guard your years. Because time thieves never announce themselves. They whisper, they distract, they entertain, they delay. And if left unchecked, they quietly steal the life you were meant to build. So become aware. Become intentional, become disciplined, and reclaim every hour that belongs to your future. Chapter 4. The Power of Clear Priorities. Many people are not failing because they are lazy. They are failing because they are scattered. They wake up each day with good intentions, strong effort, and genuine desire to improve their lives. They work hard, they stay busy, they try to handle everything. Yet despite all their motion, they feel stuck. Why? Because energy without direction creates exhaustion, not progress. Effort without priorities creates stress, not success. A person can give everything they have to the wrong things and still wonder why life is not changing. This is why clear priorities are powerful. Priorities act like a compass in a noisy world. They help you decide where to place your time, your attention, your emotions, and your resources. They cut through confusion. They protect you from distraction. They guide you toward results that matter. Without priorities, life becomes reaction. With priorities, life becomes design. This chapter is about learning to focus on what truly matters, because the quality of your life is deeply connected to what receives your best energy. The problem with trying to do everything, many people believe success means handling everything at once. Be productive everywhere. Say yes to everyone. Chase every opportunity. Respond to every message. Fix every problem immediately. Keep every option open. But trying to do everything usually leads to doing nothing exceptionally well. When everything is important, nothing is important. Imagine sunlight spread across a large field. It gives warmth, but little force. Now imagine that same light focused through a magnifying glass. It becomes powerful enough to create fire. That is what priorities do. They concentrate energy. The average life is often not destroyed by lack of talent. It is diluted by divided attention. Why priorities feel difficult? If priorities are so powerful, why do many people avoid them? Because priorities require choosing. And choosing means letting some things go. It means saying no. It means disappointing some people. It means accepting trade-offs. It means admitting you cannot do everything right now. Many people would rather stay overwhelmed than face the discomfort of honest choices. But avoiding priorities does not remove sacrifice. It only creates unconscious sacrifice. You may refuse to choose your priorities, but life will choose for you. Your health may be sacrificed. Your peace may be sacrificed. Your dreams may be sacrificed. Your family may be sacrificed. Your future may be sacrificed. The cost of unclear priorities is always paid somewhere. What truly matters? This question is more important than many realize, because people often spend years chasing what looks impressive instead of what feels meaningful. Some chase status and lose peace. Some chase money and lose health. Some chase approval and lose identity. Some chase busyness and lose purpose. What truly matters will vary by season. Sometimes health must come first. Sometimes family healing must come first. Sometimes financial stability must come first. Sometimes skill building must come first. Sometimes rest and recovery must come first. Sometimes creating your vision must come first. Wisdom is knowing what matters now, not forever. Now. A clear life is often built one season at a time. The difference between urgent and important. One of the greatest reasons priorities get ignored is confusion between urgent and important. Urgent things demand attention now. A ringing phone, a new message, a small crisis, a random request, a deadline created by delay. Important things build your future. Exercise, learning, planning, deep work, saving money, meaningful relationships, emotional growth, long-term projects. Urgent things shout. Important things whisper. If you live only by urgency, you will spend your life putting out fires while never building a home. The most successful people learn to protect important work before urgent noise consumes the day. Your life reveals your priorities. People often say one thing and live another. They say health matters, but neglect sleep and movement. They say family matters, but give them distracted leftovers. They say growth matters, but never study or practice. They say peace matters, but entertain chaos. They say dreams matter, but schedule everything except the dream. Truth is found in behavior. Your calendar reveals your priorities. Your spending reveals your priorities. Your attention reveals your priorities. Your habits reveals your priorities. This is not meant to create guilt. It is meant to create awareness. Because once you see clearly, you can choose differently. The power of one main focus. Many people change their lives when they stop chasing 10 improvements at once and commit deeply to one major priority. One person focuses on getting healthy. Another focuses on eliminating debt. Another focuses on mastering a skill. Another focuses on healing emotionally. Another focuses on building a business foundation. When one area strengthens, confidence grows, momentum builds, discipline transfers. Trying to fix everything at once often creates collapse. Focused progress creates expansion. There is power in choosing one mountain and climbing it fully. How priorities create peace. A scattered mind feels pressure from everything unfinished. Every task pulls at you. Every opportunity feels necessary. Every request feels urgent. But when priorities are clear, many decisions become simple. You know what to decline. You know what can wait. You know what deserves attention. You know what is noise. Clarity reduces mental fatigue. Many people are not tired from work. They are tired from constant indecision. Priorities conserve energy because they remove unnecessary internal conflict. How to discover your real priorities. 1. Ask what pain keeps repeating. Often the area causing repeated pain deserves attention. If finances keep stressing you, prioritize financial discipline. If health keeps declining, prioritize health. If relationships keep breaking, prioritize communication and healing. Pain often points toward neglected priorities. 2. Ask what would change everything else. Some wins create ripple effects. Better health improves mood, confidence, and productivity. Financial stability reduces stress and creates options. A key skill can transform income. Find leverage points. 3. Ask what you will regret ignoring. Imagine 1 year from now. What would hurt most to still have neglected? That answer matters. 4. Ask what season you are in. A person raising children, recovering from burnout, launching a career, or rebuilding after failure may need different priorities. Honor your season. Practical ways to live by priorities. Start each day with the big 3. Choose 3 important outcomes for the day, not 20 tasks. 3 meaningful moves. This creates direction before distraction begins. Protect priority time. Do not give your best energy to random things. Schedule time for what matters first. Morning focus sessions, evening family hours, workout blocks, learning time. Protect them. Use "Does this support my priority?" Before saying yes, ask, "Does this support the life I'm building?" If not, think carefully. Review weekly. Priorities drift when left unattended. Once a week, ask, "Did I live aligned with what matters? What stole attention? What needs correction?" The courage to disappoint others. Sometimes priorities require disappointing people. You may need to say no. You may need to become less available. You may need to leave draining circles. You may need to stop rescuing everyone. You may need to protect solitude for growth. Not everyone will understand. That is okay. Many people expect unlimited access to those who lack boundaries. When you become intentional, some resistance is normal. Remember this: disappointing others occasionally may be necessary. Disappointing yourself for years is costly. A story of 2 lives. Imagine 2 people with equal ability. The first says yes to everything, chases every trend, starts many things, finishes little, feels overwhelmed constantly. The second chooses clear priorities, focuses deeply, protects time, makes fewer promises, builds steadily. 5 years later, the first is busy but frustrated. The second is calm but advanced. The difference is not effort, it is direction. Letting go to grow. Every meaningful yes requires hidden no's. Yes to health means no to some comfort. Yes to growth means no to some entertainment. Yes to peace means no to some drama. Yes to wealth means no to some impulse spending. Yes to purpose means no to some distractions. This is not loss, it is intelligent exchange. You are trading lesser things for greater things. Final truth. Your life will always move toward what receives your consistent attention. Not what you say matters, what you repeatedly honor. So choose carefully. Choose what builds strength. Choose what creates freedom. Choose what deepens love. Choose what expands wisdom. Choose what aligns with the person you want to become. Do not let random demands outrank meaningful goals. Do not let urgent noise silence important dreams. Do not let everything matter equally. Because when everything is first, nothing wins. Clear priorities create clear progress. And when you focus on what truly matters, life stops feeling crowded and starts feeling powerful. Choose your priorities, protect them fiercely, then watch how focused years build an extraordinary life. Chapter 5. Planning Your Ideal Day. Many people dream about an ideal life while ignoring the power of an ideal day. They imagine future success. They picture freedom, peace, confidence, health, wealth, and fulfillment. They hope one day life will feel organized, meaningful, and aligned. But here is a truth many overlook. Your ideal life is built from ordinary days repeated consistently. Not dramatic breakthroughs, not lucky moments, not endless motivation, not one perfect year. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years, years become your life. So if your days are chaotic, distracted, reactive, and draining, your future will eventually reflect that pattern. But if your days are intentional, balanced, focused, and aligned, your future begins changing immediately. This chapter is about planning your ideal day, not as fantasy, but as a practical system that supports success and balance. Because when you learn to design your day, you begin to design your destiny. Why most people live by accident? Many people do not choose their days. They inherit them. They wake up late, check their phone immediately, react to messages, rush through tasks, forget priorities, get distracted, feel stressed, and collapse into the evening wondering where the time went. Then they repeat it tomorrow. This is accidental living. Without a plan, the loudest demand wins. The easiest habit wins. The strongest mood wins. The nearest distraction wins. A day without intention often becomes a collection of reactions, and reactions rarely build remarkable lives. Success is not only about working harder, it is about living more deliberately. The power of a designed day. Imagine two people. The first wakes with no plan. They spend the day responding to circumstances. The second wakes with structure. They know their priorities, key tasks, health habits, work blocks, and recovery time. By evening, the second person often feels calmer, more productive, and more fulfilled. Not because life was easier, but because direction replaced drift. Structure creates freedom. Many people think planning limits life. In truth, thoughtful planning protects what matters most. It protects your focus. It protects your health. It protects your goals. It protects your peace. It protects your relationships. Without structure, valuable things are often replaced by urgent things. Your day is a mirror. Look closely at your current day. How you spend mornings reflects your discipline. How you spend work hours reflects your priorities. How you spend evenings reflects your self-respect. How you spend free time reflects your future. A person who says they want growth but spends every evening numbing themselves is not aligned. A person who says health matters but never schedules movement is not aligned. A person who says family matters but gives them distracted leftovers is not aligned. Planning an ideal day means aligning behavior with values. What an ideal day really means. An ideal day does not mean perfection. It does not mean every minute controlled. It does not mean non-stop productivity. It does not mean robotic living. An ideal day means a realistic day, designed to support the person you want to become. It includes effort and rest, work and relationships, discipline and joy, focus and flexibility. It is not about squeezing more into life. It is about placing the right things into life. Start with identity. Before building a schedule, ask, who am I becoming? A healthy person schedules movement. A wise person schedules learning. A peaceful person schedules boundaries. A loving person schedules presence. A successful person schedules deep work. A resilient person schedules recovery. Your calendar should reflect identity, not just obligations. Do not only schedule what life demands, schedule what growth requires. The blueprint of an ideal day. Though every life is different, powerful days often include similar foundations. 1. A strong morning start. The first hour matters because it sets direction. If your morning begins with panic, scrolling, and reaction, the day often follows that energy. If your morning begins with intention, movement, clarity, and focus, momentum grows. A powerful morning may include waking with purpose, hydration, prayer or reflection, movement or stretching, reviewing priorities, starting meaningful work early. You do not need a complicated routine. You need a conscious beginning. 2. Priority work blocks. Most people let distractions consume their best energy, but your strongest hours should serve your highest priorities. Schedule focused work blocks for meaningful progress. No multitasking, no random checking, no unnecessary interruptions. This is where books get written, businesses get built, skills get mastered, and dreams become real. 3. Maintenance time. Life requires practical tasks. Emails, errands, admin work, chores. These matter, but they should not dominate the day. Contain them in specific windows rather than letting them invade every hour. 4. Movement and health. Your body carries every dream. Schedule exercise, walking, stretching, nutritious meals, and rest as essentials, not optional extras. Many people sacrifice health to gain success, then sacrifice success trying to regain health. Wisdom plans both together. 5. Relationship presence. Success without connection feels empty. Schedule time for family, friendship, meaningful conversation, and presence. Even short, focused moments matter deeply. Leaks. Evening reset. How you end the day influences tomorrow. Reflect, prepare, reduce stimulation, express gratitude, set tomorrow's priorities. Strong endings create strong beginnings. Why balance matters. Some people hear ideal day and think only of achievement, but success without balance becomes expensive. Money without peace, progress without health, ambition without love, productivity without joy. Real success is sustainable. A winning day should move you forward without destroying you. This is why balance matters. Rest is productive when it restores you. Fun is valuable when it refreshes you. Stillness is useful when it centers you. Do not build a schedule that looks impressive but feels miserable. Build one you can live consistently. How to build your personal ideal day. Step 1. Identify non-negotiables. Ask yourself, what must exist daily for me to feel strong and aligned? Examples: exercise, deep work, prayer, or reflection, family dinner, reading, sleep routine. These become anchors. Step 2. Know your peak energy hours. Some people focus best early, others later. Use your highest energy for highest value tasks. Do not waste premium energy on low-value activities. Step 3. Design around reality. Do not build fantasy schedules that ignore your responsibilities. Design within your real life. A parent, student, employee, entrepreneur, or caregiver will need different rhythms. Success comes from workable systems, not unrealistic plans. Step 4. Leave breathing room. Do not schedule every minute. Life happens. Leave margin for transitions, delays, surprises, and recovery. A schedule with no space often collapses. Step 5. Review and improve weekly. Your ideal day will evolve. Keep what works, remove what drains, adjust what no longer fits. Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1. Overloading the day. Trying to fit 10 major goals into one day creates frustration. Choose essentials. Mistake 2. Ignoring recovery. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Rest strategically. Mistake 3. Starting with easy tasks. Do not give your prime hours to shallow work while meaningful work waits. Mistake 4. Letting moods lead. Some days motivation will be low. Your schedule must carry you when emotions do not. Mistake 5. Comparing your day to others. Your ideal day should fit your life, not someone else's highlight reel. A story of two people. Two people both want success. The first wakes randomly, reacts all day, delays important work, neglects health and ends each evening drained. The second plans intentionally, protects focus time, moves daily, connects with loved ones, and resets each night. After 1 month, the difference is noticeable. After 1 year, it is powerful. After 5 years, it appears extraordinary. But the secret was not magic, it was daily design. The beauty of ordinary discipline. Many people chase extraordinary moments while ignoring ordinary systems. Yet extraordinary lives are often built through repeated normal days. Wake with purpose. Do what matters. Care for the body. Protect focus. Love people well. Rest with intention. Repeat. This simplicity is powerful. Final truth. You do not rise to your hopes. You often fall to your habits. And your habits live inside your days. So stop waiting for the perfect future. Build the perfect next day for your current reality. Not flawless, not glamorous, not impossible, just aligned. Plan mornings that strengthen you. Plan work that advances you. Plan habits that sustain you. Plan relationships that fulfill you. Plan evenings that restore you. Because every sunrise gives you raw material. An unplanned day may disappear. A designed day can transform your life. Create one day worth repeating. Then repeat it enough times to become the person you were meant to be. Chapter 6. Beating Procrastination. There are dreams buried in notebooks, business ideas sitting in minds for years, books never written, bodies never strengthened, skills never learned, conversations never had, goals never pursued. Not because people lacked ability, not because they lacked potential, not because they were doomed to fail, but because they delayed. Procrastination is one of the quietest destroyers of human potential. It does not usually attack with force. It whispers, "Tomorrow will be better." You need to feel ready first. Wait until you have more time. Start when motivation returns. Do it after one more break. Research a little longer. And while those whispers sound harmless, they steal years. Many people imagine procrastination is laziness. Often it is not. It is fear. It is overwhelm. It is perfectionism. It is uncertainty. It is emotional discomfort. It is the habit of choosing relief over progress. This chapter is about beating procrastination, not through guilt, but through understanding and action, because your future is waiting on the other side of starting. The real cost of delay. When people procrastinate, they usually think they are postponing effort. But they are postponing more than that. They postpone confidence. They postpone growth. They postpone freedom. They postpone healing. They postpone opportunity. They postpone the version of themselves that only action can create. Every delayed action has hidden interest. A delayed bill becomes stress. A delayed workout becomes weaker health. A delayed skill becomes lost income. A delayed apology becomes deeper distance. A delayed dream becomes regret. Delay feels comfortable now, but expensive later. Why we procrastinate. To defeat procrastination, You must first understand it. 1. Fear of failure. Some people delay because beginning creates the possibility of failing. If they never start, they never have to face results. But avoiding failure also avoids growth. 2. Fear of imperfection. Many people want the perfect plan, perfect timing, perfect energy, perfect first attempt. Perfectionism often wears the mask of high standards while functioning as avoidance. 3. Overwhelm. When a task feels huge, the mind resists it. A book feels too large. A business feels too complex. A life change feels too heavy. So the person escapes into smaller, easier distractions. 4. Low emotional energy. Stress, poor sleep, clutter, and burnout weaken action. Sometimes procrastination is not lack of discipline alone. It is lack of recovery. 5. Habit. After enough repetition, delay becomes automatic. The mind learns. Discomfort appears. Escape immediately. This pattern can be unlearned. The truth about motivation: many people wait for motivation before acting. That is backwards. Motivation often follows action. Once you begin, momentum grows. Resistance decreases. Confidence rises. You do not need to feel ready to start. You need to start to feel ready. Action creates emotional energy that waiting never provides. Strategy 1. Make the first step tiny. The mind resists mountains, but accepts pebbles. Do not say, "I need to write a book." Say, "I will write 1 paragraph." Do not say, "I need to get fit." Say, "I will walk for 10 minutes." Do not say, "I need to build a business." Say, "I will make 1 call." Tiny beginnings bypass resistance, and once movement starts, larger movement becomes easier. Success often begins with embarrassingly small actions done consistently. Strategy 2. Use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, "I only need to do this for 5 minutes." Most procrastination is resistance to starting, not resistance to doing. Once engaged, many people continue naturally. 5 minutes can defeat hours of delay. Strategy 3. Remove friction. Make action easier. Lay out workout clothes the night before. Open the document before bed. Prepare tools in advance. Keep distractions out of reach. Simplify the next step. People often rely on willpower when systems would serve better. Reduce barriers to good action. Increase barriers to bad habits. Strategy 4. Break tasks into clear pieces. Vague goals create avoidance. "Fix my life" is overwhelming. Specific actions create momentum. Instead of "get organized," try clean desk, reply to 3 emails, plan tomorrow, pay 1 bill. Clarity reduces resistance. Confusion feeds procrastination. Strategy 5. Schedule it. If a task only lives in intention, it is vulnerable. Choose a time. At 7 a.m. I walk. At 9 a.m. I write. At 6 p.m. I study. Scheduled action beats emotional negotiation. Every time you decide later, procrastination gains power. Strategy 6. Expect discomfort. Many people assume resistance means something is wrong. It often means something important is beginning. Starting may feel awkward. Progress may feel slow. Growth may feel uncomfortable. That is normal. Do not interpret discomfort as danger. Interpret it as development. Strategy 7. Focus on identity. Instead of asking, "How do I feel?" ask, "What would a disciplined person do now? What would a future leader do now? What would the strongest version of me choose now?" Behavior becomes easier when linked to identity. You are not forcing random action. You are becoming someone. Strategy 8. Reward completion. Celebrate consistency. After finishing the workout, acknowledge it. After writing, recognize progress. After handling the difficult task, feel pride. The brain repeats rewarded behavior. Use encouragement, not constant self-attack. Strategy 9. Protect your environment. Environment shapes behavior more than many realize. A cluttered room can create mental resistance. A phone nearby invites distraction. Negative people normalize delay. A focused workspace encourages action. Build spaces that support movement. Strategy 10. Forgive fast, restart faster. Everyone procrastinates sometimes. The danger is not one lost day. The danger is turning one slip into a spiral. Missing one workout does not ruin fitness. Losing one day does not ruin progress. Delaying one task does not ruin success. But quitting because of one bad moment does. Reset quickly. The internal battle. Procrastination is often a battle between two selves. The present self wants comfort. The future self needs action. The present self says rest more. The future self asks for discipline. The present self wants easy relief. The future self wants meaningful reward. Every time you choose action, you strengthen trust with your future self. Every time you repeatedly delay, you weaken that trust. Become someone your future self can thank. A story of two people. Two people want change. The first waits to feel inspired. They start and stop, delay often, talk often, regret often. The second starts small, schedules action, works imperfectly, and repeats. After 1 month, the second has momentum. After 1 year, the second has results. After 5 years, people call them disciplined. But discipline was not born in them. It was built through repeated victories over delay. What to do right now? If there is something you have been avoiding, do not wait for tomorrow. Choose one tiny action immediately after this chapter. Send the email, open the document, walk outside, make the call, write the first line, clean the first corner, apply for the opportunity. Small action today beats grand intention someday. The myth of perfect timing. Many lives remain average because people worship timing. They say, once things calm down, once I have money, once I feel confident, once I know enough. But life rarely clears the path completely. Courage moves while conditions are imperfect. The right time often looks like now, with uncertainty included. Final truth: procrastination steals more dreams than failure ever will. Failure teaches. Delay erodes. Failure can redirect. Delay only postpones. Failure can make you wiser. Delay makes you older. So stop negotiating with the life you know you should build. Start before you feel ready. Start messy. Start scared. Start small. Start tired if needed. Start uncertain. Start now. Because momentum is waiting in motion, confidence is waiting in repetition, success is waiting in consistency, and the person you want to become is waiting on the other side of the task you keep delaying. Do it today, even imperfectly, especially now. Chapter 7. Deep Work and Focused Productivity. We live in an age of constant distraction. Phones vibrate. Messages arrive. Tabs remain open. Notifications compete for attention. Conversations interrupt concentration. Entertainment is available every second. The world has made distraction easy, instant, and endless. And because distraction has become normal, focus has become rare. That rarity creates power. Many people spend their days touching dozens of things but mastering none. They begin tasks and abandon them. They respond constantly but create little. They feel mentally busy yet strangely unfulfilled. Why? Because scattered attention produces scattered results. Great work, meaningful work, life-changing work, wealth-building work, legacy-building work is rarely created in fragments of distraction. It is created in depth. This chapter is about deep work and focused productivity, the ability to direct your full mind toward one valuable task long enough to produce results ordinary attention can never achieve. Because in a distracted world, concentration is a superpower. What is deep work? Deep work is focused effort without distraction on something that matters. It is writing with full presence. It is studying with complete attention. It is building a business strategy without interruption. It is learning a skill through disciplined repetition. It is solving a hard problem with mental intensity. It is creating something valuable through uninterrupted thought. Deep work is not simply being busy. Busy people often move constantly. Focused people move meaningfully. There is a difference. One person answers messages all day and feels productive. Another spends 2 uninterrupted hours building something important. The second person often creates more value than the first did in 10 frantic hours. Why focus multiplies results? Imagine sunlight spread across a room. It lights the room gently. Now imagine that same sunlight concentrated through a lens. It becomes powerful enough to burn through material. Your mind works the same way. When attention is spread thin across many things, energy weakens. When attention is concentrated, power increases. This is why one focused hour can outperform an entire distracted day. Concentrated effort multiplies results because it creates better quality work, faster completion, stronger learning, greater creativity, higher confidence, more momentum. Most people underestimate what they can achieve in one truly focused session. The hidden cost of distraction. Every distraction has a price. A quick phone check may seem harmless, but it breaks rhythm. A random conversation may seem small, but it scatters thought. A constant habit of switching tasks trains the mind to stay shallow. The greatest cost of distraction is not the minute lost. It is the depth lost. Some ideas require silence to emerge. Some solutions require patience to uncover. Some breakthroughs only appear after the mind has stayed engaged long enough to move beyond surface thinking. Many people never reach that level because they leave too soon. They interrupt themselves before excellence has a chance to appear. Why people avoid deep work? Deep work sounds powerful, yet many resist it. Why? Because depth can feel uncomfortable. It requires discipline. It removes easy stimulation. It exposes your current skill level. It asks you to confront difficulty. It demands patience. Scrolling is easier than studying. Checking messages is easier than writing. Starting new tasks is easier than finishing hard ones. Shallow activity often feels more pleasant in the moment, but meaningful growth is rarely found there. The difference between shallow work and real work. Shallow work includes tasks that keep life moving but rarely transform it. Replying endlessly, checking updates, organizing small details, attending unnecessary meetings, switching between low-value tasks. These things may sometimes be necessary, but if they dominate your day, your future remains underbuilt. Real work often looks different. Learning marketable skills, creating products, writing ideas, practicing craft, solving major problems, building systems, thinking strategically. One maintains the present, the other builds the future. The attention economy. Understand this clearly. Many companies profit when you lose focus. Their business model depends on keeping you clicking, watching, refreshing, reacting, and returning. Your attention has value. If you do not protect it, others will purchase it cheaply through distraction. This is why guarding focus is no longer optional. It is self-defense. How deep work changes identity. Deep work does more than improve output. It changes who you become. Every time you resist distraction, discipline grows. Every time you sustain concentration, mental strength increases. Every time you complete hard, focused work, self-respect rises. You begin to trust yourself. You stop seeing yourself as scattered or inconsistent. You start becoming someone who can sit with difficulty, stay present, and create value. That identity shift is priceless. How to build deep work into your life. 1. Schedule focus blocks. Do not hope focus happens randomly. Choose time blocks dedicated to important work. 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours. Treat these sessions seriously. When time is protected, results become possible. 2. Remove distractions before starting. Silence notifications. Put the phone away. Close unnecessary tabs. Clear the workspace. Do not rely on resistance during the session. Design the environment beforehand. 3. Define one clear target. Vague focus weakens effort. Know exactly what the session is for. Write 1,000 words. Study Chapter 3. Finish proposal draft. Practice sales script. Build landing page. Specificity creates momentum. 4. Use a starting ritual. Train your brain to enter work mode. Maybe it is a glass of water, a clean desk, headphones, a timer, one deep breath, then beginning. Repeated rituals reduce friction. 5. Stay with the task through discomfort. The first urge to check your phone does not mean stop. The first moment of boredom does not mean switch. The first challenge does not mean failure. Stay. Many rewards appear just beyond the moment weaker habits would quit. The power of single tasking. Modern culture glorifies multitasking, but divided attention weakens performance. When you write while checking messages, quality drops. When you study while browsing, memory weakens. When you work while half listening to distractions, progress slows. Single tasking is not old-fashioned. It is elite performance. Do one thing fully, then move to the next. Protecting prime hours. Everyone has stronger hours. For some, it is early morning. For others, late evening. Know when your mind is sharpest. Do not waste your best mental energy on low-value tasks. Use prime hours for prime work. Emails can wait. Great work should not always wait. A story of 2 workers. 2 people each work 8 hours. The first spends the day switching constantly. Messages, calls, tabs, interruptions, half-finished tasks. The second protects 2 deep focused hours daily and uses the rest for necessary maintenance. At the end of a year, the second often advances dramatically. They learned more, built more, earned more, created more. The difference was not total time. It was quality of attention. Focus and emotional peace. Deep work also creates satisfaction. There is a special calm that comes from total engagement. When fully immersed, anxiety often fades. Noise quiets. The mind becomes clear. Many people seek peace through escape. Sometimes peace is found through meaningful concentration. A person absorbed in worthy work often feels more alive than a person drowning in passive entertainment. What to do if you feel distracted? Start smaller. 10 focused minutes, then 20, then 45. Attention is trainable. Do not expect championship focus from an untrained mind. Build it gradually. Each session strengthens capacity, the long-term advantage. Most people will not develop deep focus. They will remain reactive, distracted, and fragmented. That means if you train concentration consistently, your advantage compounds yearly. You will learn faster, produce better work, solve harder problems, stand out naturally, build confidence through competence. Focus becomes leverage. Final truth: your greatest opportunities may not require more talent. They may require more attention, not more hustle, more depth, not more hours, more concentration, not touching everything, committing deeply to something valuable. So reclaim your mind, turn off the noise, close the extra tabs, silence the distractions. Choose one meaningful task, give it your full self. Because average effort scattered widely creates average results, but concentrated effort, repeated consistently, can transform an ordinary person into an extraordinary force. Depth is rare, Depth is powerful. Depth changes lives, and it can start with the next focused hour. Chapter 8: Creating Systems That Save Time. Many people try to change their lives through motivation. They wait for the right mood. They hope tomorrow they will feel energized. They promise themselves that next week they will become disciplined, organized, and unstoppable. Sometimes motivation appears, but often it disappears just as quickly. That is why so many people live in cycles. Strong start, lost momentum, fresh promise, old habits return, temporary discipline, another reset. The problem is not always lack of desire. The problem is dependence on emotion. Successful lives are rarely built on motivation alone. They are built on systems. A system is a repeatable way of doing something that reduces friction, saves time, and produces reliable results. Systems help you act well even when you do not feel like it. They remove unnecessary decisions. They turn chaos into consistency. This chapter is about creating systems that save time and simplify life. Because the person with better systems often beats the person with better intentions. Why systems matter. Imagine two people who both want health. The first wakes each day asking, "Should I work out today? When should I exercise? What should I eat? Maybe later?" The second already has a system. Workout clothes ready, exercise time scheduled, meals planned, healthy groceries stocked. Who is more likely to succeed? The second person. Not because they are more talented, because their system carries them where motivation cannot. Systems reduce the need to repeatedly decide, and decision fatigue drains energy many people do not realize they are losing. The more basic things you automate, the more power remains for important things. You already have systems. Many people say they do not have systems. That is not true. Everyone has systems. Some are intentional, some are accidental. If you wake up late, check your phone for 30 minutes, rush through the morning, forget priorities, eat randomly, and delay important work, that is a system. It is just a poor one. If your bills are always late, your desk is always cluttered, your week is always chaotic, and your evenings disappear into distraction, that is also a system. The question is not whether you have systems. The question is whether your systems are helping or hurting your future. Systems beat willpower. Willpower is valuable, but it is unreliable when tired, stressed, emotional, or distracted. Systems do not ask how you feel. They simply guide behavior. A bedtime routine helps sleep even on stressful days. A meal prep system helps nutrition when busy. A calendar system helps consistency when life becomes noisy. Willpower says, try harder. Systems say, make success easier. That difference changes lives. Where systems save the most time, many people waste time solving the same problems repeatedly, looking for lost items, wondering what to eat, forgetting appointments, reacting to deadlines last minute, deciding what to do each morning, cleaning giant messes instead of maintaining order. Systems eliminate repeated chaos. They solve problems once, then continue serving you. System 1. The morning launch system. How you start often shapes how you continue. Instead of waking into confusion, create a launch sequence. Wake at a consistent time, hydrate, make the bed, move the body, review priorities. Begin the most important task early. This removes wasted morning drift. A strong morning system can improve the entire day. System 2. The weekly planning system. Many people enter Monday unprepared. Then they spend the week reacting. Take 30 minutes weekly to plan. Top priorities, appointments, deep work sessions, workout times, family commitments, errands. This one habit saves countless hours of indecision and recovery. When the week has direction, distractions lose power. System 3. The environment system. Your environment silently shapes behavior. If junk food is visible, it gets eaten. If the phone is nearby, it gets checked. If the workspace is cluttered, focus weakens. If books are accessible, reading increases. Design spaces that support success. Keep tools ready. Remove temptations. Simplify access to good habits. Often the easiest path becomes the chosen path. Make the right path easier. System 4. The capture system. Ideas, tasks, reminders, and commitments floating in the mind create stress. Use one trusted place to capture everything. Notebook, digital notes app, task manager. When something matters, write it down. Your mind is for thinking, not storing endless loose reminders. A capture system creates mental peace. System 5. The meal system. Many poor food decisions are not caused by lack of knowledge. They are caused by lack of preparation. When hungry and rushed, people choose convenience. Simple meal systems help. Plan meals ahead. Keep healthy staples ready. Cook in batches. Use repeatable breakfast and lunch options. Less daily decision-making. Better consistency. System 6. The shutdown system. Many people end days mentally open. Unfinished thoughts. Random browsing. No closure. Poor sleep. Create an evening shutdown system. Review what was completed. Write tomorrow's priorities. Tidy your space. Reduce screen stimulation. Transition into rest intentionally. Strong endings create stronger tomorrows. Why repetition creates freedom. Some people resist routines because they fear boredom. But repetition of essentials creates freedom for creativity elsewhere. When basics run smoothly, energy becomes available for growth. If meals are simple, more energy for business. If mornings are consistent, more energy for goals. If finances are organized, more peace for relationships. Chaos steals creativity. Order releases it. How to build a powerful system. 1. Solve a repeating pain point. Ask, what problem keeps happening? Late mornings, missed workouts, forgotten tasks, messy finances. Start there. Systems are most powerful when they remove repeated frustration. 2. Make it simple. Complex systems fail quickly. Keep routines easy enough to repeat under stress. 3. Attach to existing habits. After brushing teeth, review goals. After lunch, walk 10 minutes. After dinner, prepare tomorrow. Linking habits increases consistency. 4. Measure and improve. Ask weekly, what is working? What feels heavy? What can be simplified? Systems should evolve. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Building too many systems at once. Change one area first. Master basics, then expand. Mistake 2. Creating unrealistic perfection. If your routine requires ideal energy and perfect conditions, it will break. Build for real life. Mistake 3. Quitting after one bad day. A broken streak does not mean a broken system. Restart quickly. Mistake 4. Confusing complexity with effectiveness. Fancy tools do not guarantee progress. Simple systems repeated consistently win. A story of two lives. Two people both work hard. The first relies on memory, mood, and constant improvisation. Every week feels chaotic. The second uses routines, planning, checklists, and structure. Life still has challenges, but less friction. After 1 year, the second has more progress with less stress. After 5 years, the gap becomes dramatic. The first wonders how others stay consistent. The second knows the answer. Consistency is often engineered. Systems and identity. Every useful system sends a message. I am organized. I respect my time. I prepare for success. I keep promises to myself. These messages shape self-image, and self-image influences future behavior. When systems become normal, excellence begins to feel normal too. What to build first? If starting today, focus on these 5. Wake-up routine, weekly planning habit, daily priority list, clean workspace reset, evening shutdown ritual. These alone can transform momentum. Final truth. You do not need to make life harder to become successful. You often need to make success easier. Stop depending only on motivation. Stop solving the same problems every week. Stop using energy for decisions systems could handle. Build routines that protect focus. Build habits that save time. Build structures that reduce stress. Build environments that support growth. Because every strong system becomes a silent ally. It works when you are tired. It works when you are busy. It works when motivation fades. It works quietly in the background while life improves. And one day people may call you disciplined, productive, or naturally organized. But the truth will be simpler. You built systems that made success repeatable. Chapter 9. Work, Rest, and Life Balance. Many people believe success belongs to the person who works the longest, the one who sleeps the least, the one who is always available, the one who never slows down, the one who keeps pushing no matter what. From a distance, this can look admirable, but behind many overworked lives are hidden costs: exhaustion, irritability, declining health, damaged relationships, mental fog, loss of joy, loss of meaning. Some people win externally while collapsing internally. That is not success. That is imbalance dressed as achievement. Real success is not only about how hard you can push, it is about how long you can thrive. This chapter is about work, rest, and life balance. How to manage energy wisely, avoid burnout, and sustain performance over the long term. Because a powerful life is not built through one heroic sprint. It is built through intelligent endurance. Time is important, but energy is everything. Two people may each have 10 hours available. One is exhausted, distracted, emotionally drained, and mentally foggy. The other is clear, focused, energized, and calm. They do not have the same 10 hours. Hours matter, but energy determines the quality of those hours. Many people obsess over time management while neglecting energy management. They ask, how can I fit more in the day? A wiser question is, how can I become stronger within the day? When energy rises, productivity improves naturally, focus deepens, patience increases, creativity returns. Relationships improve. Protecting energy is not laziness, it is strategy. The myth of endless hustle. Modern culture often glorifies non-stop hustle. Work late, wake early, grind harder, sleep later, push through everything. There are seasons where extra effort is necessary. But if intensity becomes identity, burnout often follows. Machines can run continuously until they break. Human beings are not machines. You need sleep. You need recovery. You need emotional space. You need connection. You need renewal. Ignoring these truths does not make you stronger. It makes collapse more likely. What burnout really is? Burnout is not just being tired after a busy week. Burnout is deeper. It is chronic depletion. You may feel constant fatigue even after rest, lack of motivation for things once meaningful, mental numbness, irritation over small things, poor focus, cynicism, emotional distance, feeling trapped by responsibilities. Burnout often grows slowly. That is why many people miss it until it becomes severe. They normalize exhaustion. They call it adulthood. They call it ambition. They call it necessary. But some pain is a warning, not a badge. Why balance matters? Balance does not mean equal hours for everything. It means enough attention to the areas that sustain life. Work matters. Rest matters. Health matters. Relationships matter. Purpose matters. Joy matters. When one area consumes all others for too long, imbalance creates consequences. Money without health feels expensive. Achievement without peace feels empty. Busyness without relationships feels lonely. Productivity without joy feels cold. Balance is not weakness, it is wisdom. Work with intention, not constantly. Some people confuse being always busy with being valuable. But endless work does not guarantee meaningful work. Focused, high-quality effort often beats long, distracted effort. 2 concentrated hours can outperform 8 scattered ones. So rather than asking, "How long can I work?" ask, "How well can I work while fully present?" Protect deep focus. Work with purpose. Reduce shallow noise. Then allow recovery without guilt. Rest is productive. Many people only respect visible effort. They count emails answered, tasks completed, hours logged. But invisible restoration matters too. Sleep restores cognition. Walking resets the mind. Silence calms the nervous system. Play renews joy. Time with loved ones restores perspective. Reflection restores clarity. Rest is not the opposite of productivity. Rest is fuel for productivity. Without recovery, performance declines no matter how noble your intentions. Types of rest you need. Rest is more than sleep. Physical rest, sleep, stretching, movement recovery, stillness. Mental rest, breaks from screens, decision-making, overstimulation. Emotional rest, safe spaces, honest conversations, releasing pressure. Social rest, time away from draining interactions. Creative rest, nature, beauty, inspiration, open mental space. Spiritual rest, prayer, meditation, gratitude, meaning, inner stillness. Some people sleep enough yet remain exhausted because they need a different kind of rest. Signs you need to slow down. Pay attention when life tells the truth. You are constantly impatient. Small tasks feel heavy. You cannot focus. You feel emotionally flat. You resent everything. You no longer enjoy what you once valued. Your body feels tense all the time. These are not signs to hate yourself. They are signals to adjust. Wisdom listens before breakdown forces change. Sustainable performance principles. 1. Build rhythms, not chaos. Create regular sleep times, work blocks, meals, exercise, and recovery patterns. Rhythm reduces stress. 2. Protect sleep aggressively. Poor sleep damages mood, discipline, metabolism, focus, and resilience. Many problems are worsened by exhaustion. Sleep is foundational performance fuel. 3. Use breaks before you need them. Do not wait until collapse. Short pauses during the day preserve strength. Stand, walk, breathe, stretch, reset. 4. Separate work and recovery modes. If work follows you mentally every hour, recovery weakens. Create boundaries. When work ends, let it end. 5. Schedule joy. Laughter, hobbies, play, meaningful experiences. These are not childish luxuries. They keep the spirit alive. The power of boundaries. Many burnout stories begin with weak boundaries. Always answering, always available, always saying yes, always rescuing, always carrying more than necessary. You teach people how to treat your time. Boundaries are not rejection. They are respect. Sometimes saying no to one request means saying yes to your health, family, mission, or sanity. A story of 2 achievers. 2 people are ambitious. The first works endlessly, neglects sleep, skips recovery, ignores relationships, and prides themselves on exhaustion. The second works intensely during key hours, protects sleep, trains their body, rests intentionally, and values relationships. At first, the first person may appear ahead, but over years, the second often surpasses them. Why? Because sustainable people compound. Burned-out people stall. Seasons versus lifestyle. There may be seasons of extra effort, Launching a business, studying for exams, building through hardship, responding to urgent needs. That can be necessary, but a temporary season must not become a permanent identity. Sprint when needed, but live in a way you can sustain. How to create better balance this week? Ask yourself honestly, what is draining me most? What gives me energy? Where am I overcommitted? What rest am I missing? What matters that I have neglected? Then make one courageous change. Sleep earlier. Take a walk daily. Say no once. Protect family dinner. Turn off devices at night. Schedule focused work instead of endless work. Take one true day of recovery. Small corrections prevent major breakdowns. Balance is personal. Do not compare your rhythm to others. Some need more solitude. Some need more movement. Some need more recovery. Some thrive in intense bursts. Some need slower, steady pacing. Know yourself. The goal is not copying someone else's schedule. It is creating a life where you can perform well and live well. Final truth. You are not a machine built only to produce. You are a human being meant to live fully. Work hard, yes. Pursue excellence, yes. Build meaningful things, yes. But also sleep deeply. Laugh often. Protect your health. Love your people. Honor your mind. Renew your spirit. Because success that costs your soul is too expensive, and burnout is not proof of dedication. It is often proof of imbalance. Choose a wiser path. Work with intensity. Rest with intention. Live with balance. Then watch how steady energy, clear focus, and sustainable discipline carry you farther than exhaustion ever could. The goal is not to survive success. The goal is to enjoy it while becoming it. Chapter 10. Designing a Time-Rich Future. Many people spend their lives trying to become rich. They chase higher income, bigger opportunities, promotions, business growth, possessions, and status. They believe that if they can collect enough money, then one day life will finally begin. One day they will relax. One day they will have freedom. One day they will enjoy time. One day they will feel alive. But many arrive at financial success only to discover something painful. They have money, but no time. They have possessions, but no peace. They have status, but no presence. They have achievement, but no life they can enjoy. This is why wealth alone is incomplete. True success is not only being money rich, it is being time rich. A time-rich person has enough control over their hours to live with purpose. They are not trapped by constant chaos, endless obligations, and a life designed entirely by other people's demands. They use time intentionally. They choose how they work. They protect what matters. They create space for health, love, growth, rest, and contribution. This chapter is about designing a time-rich future, a life where time serves your purpose instead of escaping through your fingers. Because the highest level of success is not owning more things, it is owning your life. What does time-rich mean? Being time-rich does not mean doing nothing. It does not mean laziness, endless vacations, or escaping responsibility. It means having freedom of direction. It means your schedule reflects your values, rather than constant survival mode. A time-rich person can make room for meaningful work, family and relationships, health and movement, learning and creativity, rest and reflection, service and contribution, joy and presence. They may still work hard, but their work supports life. Their life does not get sacrificed to work. The invisible poverty of modern life. Many people earn more than previous generations, yet feel poorer in time, always rushing, always behind, always mentally occupied, always multitasking, always saying, "I'm too busy." This is a hidden form of poverty. A person may have income yet never see their children fully present. They may own nice things but feel chronically stressed. They may have convenience tools but no calm mind. If your schedule leaves no room to breathe, think, connect, or grow, something important is missing. A crowded calendar can still hide an empty life. Why people become time poor. 1. Lifestyle inflation. As income rises, expenses rise. Bigger commitments require more work. More work requires more time. More time lost creates deeper dependency. Soon a person earns more but feels less free. 2. Lack of boundaries. Saying yes to everything creates a schedule owned by everyone else. 3. No long-term design. Many people build life accidentally. They take opportunities without asking what kind of life those opportunities create. 4. Trading all present time for future security. Planning for tomorrow matters, but if every year is sacrificed for a future that never arrives, balance is lost. The real goal: enough plus freedom. Some people chase more forever. More money, more status, more recognition, more possessions. But more has no finish line. A wiser goal is enough plus freedom. Enough income to live well. Enough margin to breathe. Enough control to choose. Enough peace to enjoy what you built. Without defining enough, people can spend life on an endless treadmill. Design backward from your ideal life. Most people ask, how can I make more money? A stronger question is, what kind of life do I want? And what supports it? Do you want flexible mornings, time with family, creative freedom, travel ability, strong health habits, work with meaning, calm evenings, mental space? Once you define the lifestyle, you can build structures that support it. Do not build income that destroys the life you actually want. The time-rich mindset. Time-rich people think differently. They ask, is this commitment worth the hours it costs? Does this purchase require too much future labor? Can this be simplified? Can this be delegated? Can this be automated? Does this align with my values? They understand every yes has a time price. Every possession has maintenance. Every commitment has hidden labor. Every distraction has opportunity cost. They protect hours like premium currency. Ways to build a time-rich future. 1. Increase value, not just hours. Many people try to earn more only by working more. But time-rich people seek leverage. Higher value skills, better systems, scalable work, smarter processes, useful expertise. When value rises, income can grow without endless extra hours. 2. Reduce unnecessary expenses. Sometimes freedom is not earned only by making more. It is created by needing less. A simpler lifestyle can require less income, less pressure, and less trapped time. 3. Build multiple forms of wealth. Money matters, but also build health wealth, relationship wealth, wisdom wealth, peace wealth, skill wealth, time wealth. A rich bank account with a bankrupt life is not true abundance. 4. Learn to say no. Time-rich people are selective. Not every invitation, not every project, not every request, not every opportunity. Focus creates freedom. 5. Use systems and automation. Automate bills, simplify routines, create repeatable habits, organize essentials. Every recurring task improved gives time back for years. 6. Schedule what matters first. If family, health, reflection, and growth only happen after everything else, they often disappear. Put meaningful things in the calendar first. The courage to redefine success. Some people remain trapped because they are chasing someone else's definition of success. They pursue titles they do not care about, lifestyles they do not enjoy, applause from people they do not respect. This creates expensive emptiness. You must define success personally. Maybe success for you means moderate income with peace, meaningful work with flexibility, strong family bonds, good health, creative freedom, a calm nervous system, enough resources, and enough time. That is valid, powerful even. A story of two futures. Imagine two people. The first earns more each year but keeps expanding obligations, bigger bills, more stress, less freedom, constant busyness. The second earns intentionally, lives below means, builds skills, protects time, and designs life carefully. 10 years later, the first looks wealthy but feels trapped. The second may or may not look flashy but feels free. The second can choose. Choice is one of the highest forms of wealth. Use time today like the future matters. A time-rich future is not built someday. It is built through present choices. How you spend evenings, how you use weekends, what habits you normalize, what debt you accept, what skills you learn, what boundaries you create, what distractions you reject. Tomorrow's freedom is hidden inside today's discipline. Questions to ask yourself now. If nothing changed, would I like the life my schedule is building? What am I working for exactly? What do I have too much of? What do I have too little of? What can I simplify? What would make me feel richer in time this year? These questions can redirect destiny. Final truth. One day, money may buy comfort, but time buys life. Time lets you be present for loved ones. Time lets you heal. Time lets you create. Time lets you breathe deeply. Time lets you think clearly. Time lets you enjoy what you built. Time lets you become more than a worker. So do not spend your whole life chasing wealth while losing the hours wealth was meant to protect. Build income, yes. Build ambition, yes. Build excellence, yes. But also build margin. Build freedom. Build calm. Build choice. Build a schedule that reflects your soul. Because the richest people are not always those who own the most. Often they are the ones who own their mornings, their attention, their peace, and their time. Design that future now, and let time become your servant, not your master.